My name is Jonathan Platt. I am the director and founder of Friends of Story Chain and Story Chain. I came up with the idea for Story Chain by being a college instructor. I taught development English for many years at Clark State University. And I realized that half of my students were ex-offenders. So I was always curious about how do you adjust if you come out of prison, if you come out of jail. What is that process? What does that look like? Story Chain has been around for 4 years. And Story Chain is unique in many different ways. We work directly with the incarcerated for a long time. We do 5-6 week workshops. The age range of the inmates vary. We really focus on parents who have children under the age of 18. We really bring literacy home to them. I got a grant from Dayton earlier this year, and I have been awarded with many wonderful volunteers that have done so much for me, so it's almost overwhelming. And so now I'm learning to incorporate all the volunteerism in the programs, and it's been really exciting.
The ladies really got into the activities that we did. They had fun with their voices. They were making sound effects. Even some of the ones that were shyer, it was really cool to see them come out of their shells. By the end of the program, they were laughing right along with everybody else. They were, making their voices loud and soft. They were teasing us. So it was really, really cool to see the change happen in some of the ladies as we were working with them and as they went through the program.
The experience was really different. It was going out of my comfort zone because I had never been to jail, and I just really wanted to do something that was going out of my comfort zone but for a good cause, and this really stuck out to me. So the experience was it was really heartwarming, and just seeing their reaction to reading a story, especially if they were shy at first, they were able to kind of come out of their comfort zone and read, and even when they thought they couldn't, they were like, wow, I did this.
Children react to the MP3 the way they react is one of the most magical experiences I've ever witnessed. Sometimes the children are too young to understand, but when I get the headphone on their heads, their whole demeanor changes. It's a very emotional experience.
Story Chain was one of the project winners out of the Dayton Summit, and so the relationship between the two of us has been phenomenal. Jonathan already had an amazing concept that he had been working on, and bringing in our group of volunteers, it really gave young talent a way to engage in something bigger than themselves, and our volunteers absolutely enjoyed being a part of the process with Jonathan's leadership. And and Story Chain really got a lot more awareness, especially amongst the young professionals community, and we all were really inspired to work together.
I see Story Chain going to every county in the country, every county in the world. Parents need to read to their children, and children need to hear those stories. There is nothing more important. There really isn't. I mean, I can't think of anything more important. Why shouldn't children hear their parents? And I get emotional about it just saying it, and I've been doing this for 4 years, so you think I'd have it I'd have it controlled, but it's a very emotional thing for me. My mother read to me. She was an extremely good reader, and I know that has affected me in a very visceral way. So I can only carry that. I can only carry that to other people. And I just know that parents that are incarcerated wish they had that opportunity. And I know if we give them that opportunity, they'll step up to it, and they have. They really want to do this. They want to learn, and they want to get it right. And when we bring in the recording equipment, they're extremely nervous. And we do everything we can to abate that nervousness, and we make it as joyous as possible.